Welcome to the second leg of my 300 kilometers in 3 days cycling journey across Lake Ontario using the Waterfront Trail. In this video, we're going to be starting from where we left off at the lunch table in Scarborough, and we're going to be going all the way to Oshawa. Again, I can't use any maps, I don't have any money, and I'm not allowed to Google anything. Without further ado, let's go. So the rules of the game are no maps, no money. Easy to remember. So I've gone about 17 kilometers. I think it's like 80 to get to Port Hope. I am really stressed about the sunscreen because like I look through my bag and unless I miss something. Damn, this thing charges really fast. It's at 69% already. All right, it's 2:15. I had to pause for a little bit of work stuff and use the bathroom, filled up all my water bottles. Hopefully I can get there in another 2 to 3 hours. Let's go. Go trade. Forgot to start that. So this part of the video is going to be a little bit different. I am not going to be doing as much voiceover as I did in the previous video because I'm a lot more talkative this time around. Oh my god. Smooth pavement. My ass kind of hurts, not gonna lie. I'm not going off-roading again, dude. Okay. Thank God. So I am still going to try to give you guys some background on what's happening, where we are, what the scenery is, just to make sure you're well educated. I think this is my first actual, like, waterfront trail. This is cool. That looks awesome. Port Union Waterfront Park. I don't know where that is, but it looks cool. There are a couple cool landmarks not too far from here. Port Union, as I mentioned. If you go just north of that, you end up at the Toronto Zoo. The University of Toronto Scarborough is not too far from here. And so is Rogue National Urban Park, which I had not heard of until this ride. Alright, I haven't really thought too much about like how I'm gonna find Hammock. I know for the Sandbanks, like I could probably find somewhere not too far from the beach. It's got like a couple of trees. It's like probably somewhat manicured somewhere. For out here though, I don't know. Like it's all forest, like what am I supposed to do with that? I just gotta hope that I come across some trees at work. I just wanna have a peek out on the lake. That's pretty nice. I feel like this is a good spot to like get a picture. The social and the antisocial. Oh god, that's one way to lie yourself down. Alright. I don't think anything broke. Look at this. This is pretty cool. There's only a couple kilometers from that park that I stopped by at. Yay. Alright, let's keep her going. At this rate, I'll be going like 1 kilometer per minute. So wait, that's fast. Alright, continuing on here, we are going to very soon be approaching Rogue National Park, so I wanted to take the opportunity to give you guys some interesting points about it. Hey, it's a GO train. This national park was Canada's first national urban park. It was officially established in 2015. It stretches 79 square kilometers from Lake Ontario to the Oak Ridges Moraine. It encompasses forests, wetlands, rivers, farms, and other landscapes. I got a feeling that I'm way farther from my destination than I think I am. It includes vestiges of glacial lakes, fault line rock outcrops, and over 10,000 years of human history. The park protects a rare Carolinian forest and serves as a vital ecological corridor between Lake Ontario and the Oak Ridges Moraine, home to over 1,700 species of plants and animals, including 23 at-risk species. In 2025, the long-awaited Pickering lands were also added, lands that had been reserved for a never-built airport. Seeing a lot of like industrial wasteland. I wonder what's over there. That industrial wasteland I talk about in the video is the Pickering nuclear plant, which I will talk about a bit later on. But I really love this part of the ride, like the views, the sights, they're just so amazing. So I grew up in Mississauga, and now I'm living in Toronto, but I've never really gone, like I've never bothered to explore east, like what it's like to, I guess, live here. It looks pretty nice. Yeah, as I say in the video, I do really like the trail here. I think this is still technically part of Martin Goodman Trail. It might be coming to an end very shortly. But wow, it stretches on for a really, really long time. It's quite a nice ride. Trying to show you guys a bit. That looks pretty cool, huh? Rogue National Urban Park. I didn't know this existed. Cycling through here, I really enjoyed the bridges, all the little trails. It just felt so like nice and picturesque. And if I ever do another cycling trip like this, I think I might just like start from here instead of starting from Toronto, because there was a GO train station not too far. Yeah. Look at that, only a short 45-ish kilometer bike ride from my house. Not bad. It's a beautiful park and like no one's here. It is, I guess, middle of the day on a Friday, but still. It was pretty awesome. Oh goody, this looks really easy to follow. Oh, it is. Look at that. For those of you that are interested in taking the GO train, you would stop at Rogue Hill on the Lakeshore East line if you wanted to go and check out this park. It's a great place to go to the beach, to the park. It's awesome. I think we're approaching rural. There's not even a curb anymore. But I don't know if this is 100% there yet. I did that once. Really glad I'm not doing it anymore. Alright, my stress level has dropped. Now we're in Simon's Corner. Cool. So the reason I said that was because back in the day I was a camp counselor. And it was quite the experience as a 16-year-old trying to herd a bunch of childs that are even younger than you can become very challenging, especially in the middle of the summer. They've got a ton of energy, and I don't know if you can tell from the video, but I'm a bit of a monotone guy. I'm a bit of a relaxed person, so that doesn't pair super well with having to deal with lots and lots of children all day long. This part of it's great. I do kind of want to stop for a look out on the bluffs. Damn. So I think at this point we are at the Petticoat Creek Conservation Park. Or if not this part, then we'll be approaching it quite soon. It's 26.7 square kilometers, and there's some nice bridges that run straight through it. This is a crazy bridge. Yeah, really. Alright, now we're in rural town. Almost. It's probably still Scarborough. Classic. Close to the lake property, everybody turning them into mega mansions. Wow. So if you look down on the right at that little map on the screen, you can see my little red dot, and I'm about to take a bit of a right and onto a peninsula. This is technically getting lost. Is this the Waterfront Trail? I hope so. Check out the scenery. I also need a bit of a break. This is cool. And there's boats back there. Alright, I did another like 8.5K. It's 3 p.m. now. It's getting pretty hot, so I'm just like in the shade a little bit. I do want to try to get to my destination by 6-ish, which gives me 3 hours, but I still have who knows how far to go, so I think I'm just going to crank it for the next hour or two and see where I end up. Let's do this thing. This is like Mississauga in reverse. We have like this boardwalk. It's in Port Credit. It looks like this. Oh man. Okay. I just realized there's no way to cross, which might be a problem. But yeah, like how am I supposed to get over there when it's all water? Fuck. Definitely went the wrong way. Only a kilometer or so to get out of there. I guess this is the trail. What do you know? It seems so similar, but it's paved. I don't understand how these like paved trails get all like bumpy and split, but like it seems like the ones in the Netherlands don't. Why? So I did some Googling to try to answer this question, and I still don't have an answer, and I don't even know if the question is the right question to be asking. Maybe they don't last longer. I'm just speculating. Some nice houses. Right on the water, on the bay. Oh, that's cool. You can have your garage be like a boat launch. It's gorgeous here. So this part of the journey is along something called Rotary Frenchman's Bay West Park. It's a waterfront green space in Pickering, and it was rebuilt from 2018 to 2023. Shoreline restoration, canoe kayak launches, picnic areas, etc. This is so much better than a road trip. And the Rotary Club played a key role in its creation. Maybe not as comfortable, but we could probably fix that. Probably upgrade the comfort a bit. Honestly, I'm thinking like, man, it must be so much cheaper to live here than downtown, but it's not, probably. And you have to own a car to get anywhere, which kind of sucks. So I was curious about this, so I went on Realtor and checked it out myself, and turns out that there is actually a decent range of prices and home types and a lot of detached stuff here that you wouldn't really be able to get downtown for the same price. The signs are getting put on weirder and weirder places. I'm really feeling the like chill vibes out here. I think we are probably leaving the city, or are already gone. It's crazy that people built this hollow sidewalk. City adjacent area, Vale Street. This whole area of Pickering is quite nice and quite bikeable, Frenchman's Bay. I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's very calm, kind of chill vibes, very accessible with bicycle. Nice park, Douglas Park, Bay Ridge's neighborhood. This reminds me of Florin Park in Mississauga. Looks exactly the same. It's a mirror image. More big ass houses. A big ass house. Man, that is the shiniest car. So quick random fun fact for you guys. I noticed a lot of the street names around here have a lot of Polish influence. We got Modlin Road, Radom Street, Krosno Boulevard. Is that part of this dude's house? This is the part of the ride where I start to lose my mind a bit. Sarah's like just going this way earlier. Ooh, what is this? Okay, I have to check this out. What? I'm in Pickering. So this cool little street is on Liverpool Road. Nice. This is like the Oakville of Mississauga. Montessori School, Natural Health. This is sick. Spring Salon, Gato Bros, Hair, Spa Eye, alright. Snack Bar, Row, Auto Group, Tattoos. Damn. This is cool. This is so cute. Pilates by Bernadette. Nice. Diamond Ring Studio. Classic. There's everything. Everything you need. The Lake House. I don't think they have what I need, which is sunscreen. Jet ski rentals. Huh. like an extension. And there's that. Oh shit, I think it was that way. Oh no, it's this way. Okay. And the sun is over there, so that's got to be west by now. Which means that way is west, that way is east. So we gotta go east. Ba 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 da. I got my hand on the sunroof, my favorite tune. I only got one thing on my mind. You got me stuck on the side of you. And the sunshine in my eye. Oh, my ass will never recover from all these shitty roads. Alright, now I don't think I'm going the right way either. Oh shit, maybe I am. I just saw a sign. How the hell did that happen? I'm like biking out here and I'm like, oh, I would do it, I would move there. I just really don't like cars, dude. I have to like I do like cars. I'm like a car guy, I just don't like having it be my only way of getting around. Sounds like a you problem, Oliver. Yeah, I know. Maybe that's what all those cars were. What time is it? 3:30 on a Friday? Yeah, it's possible. It's like it. Always a good sign to see other cyclists. It means I'm going the right way. Oh, I love overcast. It's my favorite weather. Unironically, overcast is so nice. 140 more. Or more? Or less? I don't really know. Separate the weak from the cows. Oh no, it turned green. Looks like we gotta speed up. Still not doing too bad considering the detours. Like 20k in an hour time.
Rapid fire facts about Pickering Nuclear Generating Station. It's one of the world's oldest and Canada's third largest nuclear plants.
Powering Ontario. Nuclear energy for the win. Awesome. I have made it to the Pickering nuclear reactor. It is over there. And there is a sign right here that says no drone zone. Video recording, photography, or unauthorized drone flight is prohibited. Man, I'm tired. Okay, I am about 60k in. I'm very tired. I think it goes Pickering, Ajax, or it's Ajax, Pickering, Oshawa, and then Port Hope. Did I already go through Ajax, or is Ajax after Pickering? I thought it was Pickering, Ajax, Oshawa, and then Port Hope, but maybe I'm wrong. Luckily, it's overcast, which is literally my favorite weather because I don't get burned as badly. And and it looks like it's going to stay that way because the west is over there and a ton of clouds. I'm starting to feel a bit suspicious about these clouds. I did check the weather for Toronto, not for where I'm going, which I think I checked the weather where I'm going too. And it's not supposed to rain until Monday, which is kind of a high risk because this is Friday and I'm supposed to come home on Sunday. So it might rain on Sunday and then I'll be unhappy. But I guess we'll find out.
More quick facts about the Pickering Nuclear Generator Station. There are 8 CANDU reactors and they power 11% of Ontario.
It'd be cool if I could track my speed and everything alongside the camera stuff. This might be a good idea for the video, like overlay the speed. If I can somehow track the speed to the video recordings. Might be hard to do, but Shouldn't be that bad, honestly. I think that this thing takes speed measurements relatively consistently. Looks like every 2 seconds or so. That'd be fun to like throw up on screen when I'm doing these little bits. You know what? I'm enjoying this. It's all good. A little bit of butt hurt never hurt nobody.
As mentioned in the video, I did actually code a lot of this with the help of AI, and if you're interested, I might turn it into a product soon.
More beaches. Beaches on beaches.
I ran into some problems with using Garmin's Vibe, or whatever the app was called. It just didn't work for me, so I decided to code these overlays myself. Needs some optimization, but they do a good job.
Wow. Not getting as abused as the roads. Okay.
At this point in the ride, we are either approaching or passing through Duffins Creek and Simcoe Point.
Oh no, dude. I guess we'll see.
Duffins Creek has 192 archaeological sites. And Simcoe Point lies next to Frenchman's Bay and would historically been part of the early settled lakeshore area.
Oh damn, another pier. This is awesome. The nature here is just so cool.
And this really cool bridge goes right through it.
Might have to do this like the other direction someday. Look. Oh my god, so many geese. Look. More nature. Probably can't see it. I'm gonna stop and take a video on my phone. I'll probably recharge my phone. I love this, man. Kayaking. That's so cool.
This side of the city is really cool. Cycling through here, these 22 kilometers were quite easy comparatively to some parts, especially from the last video, getting lost in the Scarborough Bluffs. And I've just really been enjoying this ride.
That's a cool crosswalk. Bridge. Okay. We're out of the Pick and into the Ajax. That's so pretty. I hope you can see it.
So now we are approaching the Ajax Waterfront Park and Lions Point. Or Lions Point comes first, and then it's the Ajax Waterfront Park. It's an off-road section of the Waterfront Trail named the William A. Parrish Waterfront Trail in 2018 to 2019 after the town's founding mayor who championed public ownership of the waterfront. Lions Point is the highest vantage on Ajax's shore, which is about 20 meters above the lake, and the park includes playgrounds, splash pads, pavilions, etc. It's honestly very beautiful. Like, just cycling through here, there's so many amazing things that you pass through, and it's just gorgeous. They did a great job with this park.
Hey, Durham West. I saw 5 kilometers to go till the GO station, which should be Oshawa probably, I think. I didn't actually see. I'm trying not to read maps when I see them, but unavoidable sometimes. Whatever, this one's nicer. east. I'm also a little worried about the difficulty of finding a place to put my hammock. Almost at 30. Yeah, trails that way? Okay, thank you.
They split it up.
Yeah, I've gotten lost so many times today. I think we are officially out of the burbs and into the rural part. Oh, this looks sick. Oh my god, I cannot believe this existed and I haven't ridden on it. What the hell have I been doing? Oh, it'd be so cool to have like a light that lights up from your pedaling. You're like generating so much power, you may as well use it to light up your bike. That's so smart. Has anyone done that? Look at this. This is awesome. What the hell? What the actual hell?
Now we're passing through the Lynde Shores Conservation Area and Lynde Creek. It's one of Durham's marquee wetlands. There's 272 hectares at the mouth of Lynde Creek, established in 1972. The marshes sit on the old Lake Iroquois shoreline. Lynde Creek meanders through clay soils, creating the steep banks, and there's cranberry marsh and boardwalks.
I'm gonna grab some trail mix in the side.
And that makes this a great stopover for waterfowl. And there's a family-friendly loop called the Chickadee Trail.
Oh yeah, country road, baby. I need a sec.
All right, we're taking a break. Oh, what the hell? I know what you did last summer. We're at some marsh. There's really interesting boards with information over there, which I read and now forget. So, yay. Kind of trafficy road. I've done 31.84 kilometers on the second leg so far. I think it's a good sign that we're in like rural country-ish. I still think I have a ways to go until Port Hope. I don't know if I'll get there, honestly. I might stop over in Oshawa, we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna let these boys charge a bit more and then get going.
Look at this park. I'm at 34.5. I gave the battery some time to charge. There's so many nice big parks out here. It's crazy how nice these all are. Jack Pine? Anyone? Jack Pine. That looks like a rain cloud. Oh god. Please don't rain. Ah, man. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do if it rains. I might be able to get my fucking thing. There's a plaza here. Check if I got a text about the sunscreen. I can't find the pharmacy. Definitely not there. Crap. Okay. Oh, now I see it. Why is this shit so expensive? Alright, so I had to stop over to get some water from Tim's. Their tap was just like, I took the employee's tap. I just saw it and I just took some water. Nobody was there to say anything, so and I had to buy sunscreen and it was $16.50 for a bottle of sunscreen. Are you crazy? It was so expensive. My food, that's half of my food budget for this whole trip was just sunscreen. It's ridiculous.
So this is a more northern section that we're going to be heading on here as we make our way out of the shopping mall. There's not going to be too much to see here, just kind of making our way back down to the interesting stuff at the waterfront.
Everyone kind of has the same idea with this. Might be a good place for dinner. Not as sandy as the bluffs.
So now we're approaching Whitby Harbour and Pringle Creek. Port Whitby grew around one of Lake Ontario's best natural harbours. The harbour and channel were heavily remediated in 2019. Pringle Creek drains much of central Whitby, meets the lake just west of the harbour, and this section of the trail is 13 kilometers between Lynde Shores and Rotary Sunrise Lake Park.
This is gorgeous. Thickson's Point or something. Thickson Woods Nature Reserve.
Thickson Woods, this is one of my favorite bike downhills of the whole trip. It's tiny but legendary. It's the last old growth white pines on Lake Ontario's North Shore, once prized for Royal Navy ship masts.
That was fun. Don't really want to be sleeping in a nature reserve. Oh yeah, mosquitoes already. This is gonna be fun. Pretty sure I'm in Oshawa.
So at this point in the ride, I started to try to think about where I would throw up the hammock in order to sleep, which is why I'm like, I don't think I want to be sleeping in a nature reserve, because I had already kind of decided in my mind that right now I'm going to start looking and see if I can find a suitable spot to throw up the hammock.
Is it Oshawa, then Whitby, then Port Hope? What can you see? I can't see nothing. Oh, a baseball diamond. Alright, we're gonna scout. Scouting mission. like I don't want to be over here. Oh my god, Canada geese everywhere. Alright, I don't really see what I'm looking for. I do like that I can like tie my bike, even kind of hide it in the rafters or something. Lots of fences, no trees. Damn. That was a good try.
At this point, we've crossed into Oshawa and we're heading into Lakefront Park West, which is a major gateway to restored coastal wetlands.
What else the trail has in store? All right, we are an additional 46 kilometers. I am pooped. We're still on the waterfront, which is awesome. Well, I'm going to have dinner, charge up some stuff, and then continue on. All right, few things. One, I no longer have service, so I'm gonna have to change the network I'm on, I think. Which is crazy, you can just like bike in one day to no service. Well, I have a pretty shitty phone plan, so that's probably why. My setup here is not as nice as lunch, but this is what I'm having for dinner. It's like the tuna thing, with a lot of calories. I am exhausted, man, and I still don't know where I'm gonna sleep, so. What's up? Here it is. Wow. Go in between the bananas. My neck is getting kind of tired of wearing the GoPro DJI thing. That tastes exactly how it looks. I'm starting to think twice about this. I also realized I actually don't know how to get to Sandbanks, like, at all. Like, I don't know where to turn. I think it's, like, near Belleville, but that's kind of, like, I think it's like, I could turn way sooner than that, but I can't use a map. I don't know how I'm going to figure that out. And also, I don't know if I'm going to survive this, like, 3-day trip. So far, it's been really fun. I didn't know there was this much cool stuff, like, east of here. I imagine some of the waterfront property in like Ajax and Whitby is probably not as expensive as Toronto. It's probably still really, really expensive, but it's probably slightly better. And it's like really nice here, and there's not that many people either, so it's like kind of a win-win-win. Super nice waterfront trail that's like pretty much fully developed. 1 to 5% of the usage that you get in Toronto. On the road again. Be the spot, though. Pumphouse Marsh. Oh, cool. Solid. Okay, Lakewoods Park. Stop, dismount, said no one ever. This is pretty cool. I appears to be running out of time and out of luck in my search, however. So.
Just passing Pumphouse Marsh and heading into Lakeview Park in Oshawa, this marsh actually also supplies Durham's drinking water from Lake Ontario. And you can notice the intake or pump house infrastructure if you were to go and explore there. And now we are officially in the big, big Lakeview Park. It's Oshawa's front porch since the early 1900s. From the beach, you can see the Harbour, Gifford Hill. And these cool ships.
Cool. back to the trail, which I think I saw it. Just biked past it. I was not buying long enough rope, and I'm so tired I don't even want to think about buying it or not. Damn, these trees might work. I don't really want to be right next to the road. Oh, all of those. Okay, like these two could totally work. A bit close, but that might be better than a bit far. 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be like pretty much maxing it. Okay, let me just try for the hell of it. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, I think this will work. That's a type of knot. And this is perfect. I know for sure this side won't fall. So I'll like sleep with my head on this side. This is the loop. Yeah. Yeah. How's that? Alright, you guys won't believe this, but I've set up the hammock. Let's go. The sun is setting, as you can see over there. I am exhausted. Man, this is not that comfortable, but I could sleep in anything after all that biking. On a bike trip. Gonna try to sleep in this hammock. Alright, the bicycle is there, and the hammock is over there, so that's the plan. The thing that's really bothering me is that, like, that is pretty exposed to the road. Under there would be okay because it's like kind of dark, so you have some cover. Under here would also be okay, but that doesn't really work. So then like this is like a maybe. I might be able to put the hammock here, but these trees are extremely wide and don't have great grip. All right, I have set up my bags so that that just has all the food in it, and if someone wants to steal it, they can steal that. This is gonna be my pillow, so nice. I have a blanket. I was gonna wear long clothes. I probably still should because bugs are gonna show up and eat me. I think the sun has set officially. I think I probably am gonna try. I'm just gonna try moving it right now, and then if I have to bring it back here, then whatever. That's the fuck for me. I think I just fixed my problem. As you can see, I'm now inches off the ground, and that's good because now if I fall, it's fine. I'll be able to like keep an eye out on things, which is also cool. And there's a little bit more tree cover, so it's not as weird for me to be here, I think. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and it's like a little bit flatter, so I'm not as on like hardcore of an angle. All right, so two things going on. I put on long clothes. Here's my pile of stuff. And I moved trees, and I like this tree better. Problem is that I'm pretty sure it's like illegal to be homeless here. So I might get some like city people coming to me at night. Probably not at night, but maybe in the morning. I don't know. So yeah. Well, whatever happens, happens. It's gonna be rough. I'm a sweaty boy. I need a shower. There's so many things wrong with this idea. All right, here's the look. I covered the bag of important stuff with this blanket I brought. Here's me. Oh Lord. Oh God. Oh God. This is really soothing, but I'm worried that somebody will find me and ask me what the hell I'm doing.
We made it to dusk. Dawn. Oh man, so many mosquitoes. Is my bike still there? Breakfast.
It sounds like bees or something. There's so many. Alright, now some of you might consider this a little bit cheeky, but I used Phone a Friend last night, and I learned that the place I want to go to on bike is 170 kilometers away from where I was. So I did not make nearly as much progress as I thought I would. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can check out the next one on the screen here. I really appreciate you sticking around to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.